Hey guys! Oh my gosh, it's been so long. How you doing? I'm doing great. It's been like a year since I'm sorry, okay, let's say a year. It's been a while since I have posted a video, but today I decided to do a remake of one of the videos that I posted before high school about private schools versus public schools. And I honestly, watching back, that was such a biased video. I am so sorry. Like, I gave the crappiest, like, tips ever. They were just like, public schools are cool, private schools suck. But now that I have been in private school for I'm a junior now, so I've been in a private school for a long time, so now I actually have some stuff that I could tell you. So continue watching, and I will hopefully praying that my differences are at least a little more accurate this time. So I'd say the biggest difference, I guess, between a private school and a public school is that if I compare the teachers from my middle school and my high school, my high school teachers at my private school are a lot more caring. So they see that if you get a D on a test or something, they will come to you or email you and say, I really think you should come and review with me because I want you to do better. So they're kind of like your life support. And if I compare it to my middle school, it's like, you got an F? That sucks. If I really cared, then I would have to go to the teacher and beg for time with them. So if I'd say that's the biggest difference, is that the teachers in private schools are definitely a lot more into your grades and want you to succeed, rather than public schools just if you're failing, that sucks for you. So biggest difference for me. Another thing, at least, so I'm not saying that all private schools have this, but my private school has a uniform. So we have plaid skirts, and we have to wear them every single day, and with whatever top that goes with the dress code. But public schools don't necessarily have uniforms, but they do have a dress code. Just depends on your school whether they're strict or not. But I know some, one of my brotherly schools doesn't really have a uniform. It's just wear sweats to school type of thing, and then on dress up days they have to come in a nice outfit. But yeah, they don't have uniforms in their a private school. But again, another difference, most private schools have uniforms while public schools don't have any uniforms, but they do have a dress code. So that's another difference. Okay, so I was just looking at my past video and I saw another point that I made about how private schools cost a lot of money, which is true. My private school costs about $20,000 a year compared to public schools, which is free unless you donate $300 or $400. But that's another difference. But now that I look back at it as a junior and as I'm getting ready for college, the money that we invested in this school actually kind of helps in a way, because when applying to college, private schools are actually put above the list compared to public schools. So if colleges were in a dilemma to choose between whichever student, if one student was in a private school and the other one is a public, the college would most likely choose private schools, because we do have the better education, I guess you could say, because I go to a college preparatory school, so that's specifically for college, so they make it extremely hard, and I think that's probably the biggest reason why we pay for this. It looks better for colleges, and you get a quote-unquote better education. I don't know if it's a better education. There are public schools where it is the level of private school, so I can't really say much about it, but from what I heard about college views from public versus private schools tend to be higher on the list for colleges, and they tend to look at private schools as a priority, I guess you could say. So that's probably another difference. Don't quote me on this. This is what I've heard, but I mean, it does make sense, I guess, but yeah. Okay, so next for me, this is probably the biggest difference. It might not be different for you guys, but the biggest difference for me, at least, since I am atheist and I go to a Catholic school, it's a bit different. Public schools, they don't really care what religion you are. You don't practice any religious things during school, so it's just like everyone just goes there and you learn, you have fun, whatever. My school, we have mass every month, so I have kind of adapted to the religiousness, I guess you could say. We're also required to take religion classes every year, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. Like, now that I look back on it, I know a lot more stuff about the Catholic teaching that a lot of Catholics do in this world. And I actually, like, as an atheist, like, yeah, sure, sometimes I sit in my religion class and I'm like, I really don't care, like, can I at least take a useful class? But as I look back on it, like, it's just, I kind of take it as history, because, you know, it may have happened, it may have not, but it's something that I found, like, kind of interesting. And yeah, like, there are a lot of benefits to religion class, and I just think it's a great source of knowledge. So if anyone asks me about God or Jesus or something like that, like, I would actually have some sort of answer. So that's my probably biggest difference, at least in my opinion, because I'm not religious and I go to a Catholic school. But okay, and for my last point, this is probably, in my opinion, it's the least important point, but I just feel like I had it in my other videos, so why not just bring it up now? But like I said in my past video, since the tuition and the fact that private schools tend to have a lot more money than public schools, they tend to give their students a lot more in a way. So my school, we have iPads that we get to use in our classes, and we get to take it home and do our homework with it. So we basically get iPads for the whole course of high school. And public schools, you tend to just use your pen and paper, which I honestly, now that I've had experience with both iPads and pen and paper, I personally favor pen and paper more than iPads, because I tend to understand more and I get to memorize things better with pen and paper in a way. But I know a lot of private schools don't have this where you get to have iPads. It honestly just depends on your private school. But mine, we were very fortunate enough to have enough money for that. And I think I know next year for my senior year, we're going to get different iPads or something like that. So we're turning ours in at the end of this year, which is kind of exciting because my iPad cover is horrendously gross with makeup all over it because I'm very not careful. But yeah, I just thought to bring it up because, you know, it is a difference. It's not a big difference, but it's still something. Alright, so those are kind of all of the differences that I could come up with. I'm still figuring out my way through high school, and I'm almost done. I'll be done in a little over a year. I'll be going to college. But if you have any other questions about if you're going to a private school or public school, I have, I'd say, enough experience to at least give some advice. But if you have any questions, or if you want me to do a certain video, just comment down below. I will have my, my social media down below, so if you want to message me, go for it, I'll be there. But yeah, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I just made this video out of the blue, if I'm completely honest. It's a Saturday night, should be going out, but you know, I have no life, so decided to make a video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night, whenever time you're watching this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.